Yeah, folks, welcome back. Okay, I'm on the Sun Online, and this is all revolving round about the panic, the Brexit panic. Those three there, those are three traitors to the Conservative Party. Look at them smelling away there. Look, they have decided that what they're going to do is resign to weaken the government. So their names will live in infamy within the Tory party. All right, they're finished. That's them in the House of Commons. Now, what they're trying to do, obviously, is to circumvent the Brexit vote. These people want a second vote. They're not happy. So what I'll do is I'll play some of them for you and let you hear it from their own mouths, and you'll hear what they're wanting. Now, remember, I'll just play it.
Main party policy to deliver no deal, then I would have to leave. But I'm afraid there comes a point when running down the clock is in effect the same thing, and none of us are prepared to wait until our toes are at the cliff edge before we take a stand, and before we are prepared to say, if necessary, putting our careers on the line, to say, please change your mind, Prime Minister. This is not a binary choice between no deal and a poor deal. There is a third way, and that third way is to hand that decision back to the British people.
There you go. So that's what it's all about. I'm not happy with the vote, so send it back for another vote. But what are you going to do if it came back and it was the same? Are you going to kill yourself? Maybe that would be the best thing. Just shoot yourself.
To allow them to look at the evidence, to weigh up the prospect, the pros and the cons of the actual Brexit deal, as opposed to the fantasy promises that were made during the referendum campaign.
The people didn't vote because of fantasy promises. They voted because they want out of Europe. They see Europe as a mess. They see Brussels as an unelected forum that just gives people orders. The people that run the European Union are not elected.
To allow the public to weigh up the pros and cons and give their valid consent.
But they did give their consent. You're just saying it's invalid because it doesn't suit your point of view.
To this deal. So that's why today we're taking a stand and why we're doing it now.
After the Prime Minister.
Well, here she comes. Now this one here, she definitely rates herself. She definitely rates herself. Now wait till you hear this one.
Lost her withdrawal agreement, she said she would reach out to build a consensus. Of course, she should have done that at the beginning of all of this, in the beginning of her premiership, not at the 11th hour. And in that spirit, the first people that she invited into number 10 were the ERG. The very people who just weeks beforehand had called a vote of no confidence in her leadership and had delighted in calling out her failings to any passing microphone on College Green. But mainstream Conservatives with a fine record of loyalty who'd served at the highest level in government, and I hope she'll forgive me for using her name, but people like Justin Greening, who'd rejected the deal for perfectly sensible reasons, are still waiting for a call. At a local level, and I don't include my association in this, though we have had our problems with infiltration. But
so what she's saying is, she says that her local the people that voted her in, their local community or Conservative group, she says they've been infiltrated. In other words, people want to get rid of her. That must have been infiltrated. This is somebody that's in complete denial. She doesn't want to leave Europe, so she's determined to keep us in, and she's going to do anything she can to keep us in. That's how bad it is. She doesn't see that she's just a hypocrite. She just wants she calls it a people's vote. But we've already had a people's vote. She doesn't care if the UK breaks up because of it. You know, she's obviously got an agenda. She's linked to corporate Britain, and her strings are being pulled by bankers or something, you know.
Overwhelmingly, the majority of associations are being infiltrated by a nationally orchestrated entryism, blatantly designed to remove rebel MPs who they label traitors.
And that's right, because you are a traitor. You're a traitor to Britain, and you're a traitor to your own Conservative Party, you know.
Conservatives with the stature, the service and loyalty of...
See, people like this were the ones that, you know, said, no, just appease Germany. You know, just, it's okay, we don't need to go to war with them and stuff like that. When other people were trying to do something. It's people like her that think they're in the right and that everybody else is in the wrong. I mean, millions upon millions of people voted. There's only 3 of you sitting at that table. 3 of you. Your mental case. There's millions upon millions of people voted, and there's 3 of you sitting at a desk.
Sir Nicholas Soames, Sir Oliver Letwin.
Can't listen any more to her. She's a boring bitch. There, man. Look at the nick of them. Hopefully they'll just disappear into obscurity. To be never heard of again. I don't want to read all that shite. Because that's all it is. Look at the state of them. Look at the way the Sun's shouting them out. Look. Big profiles and all that. Look at that, eh? It's a new party. It's a new party that's been formed. Aye, right, there's 6 of them. Aye, right, okay. That's going absolutely nowhere. Right, folks, that is what it is. Peace out.